What's going on, guys? We're down here on the Lachlan River on an absolute ripper of a weekend, and I just want to run you through what I'm standing under right now. This is going to be a follow-up review, sort of a longer term review to the 270 L-shape awning that I've been running from San Hima, and giving you guys a little bit of an update on what my thoughts of it are after running it for sort of close to the last year. A couple of things I do like, a couple of things that I think can be improved on. So yeah, let's rip straight in. So in terms of water and sort of how this thing goes in the rain, I had this thing in torrential rain when I was testing it out, and it was exactly what you would want it to be in some crazy wet weather. It was not leaking anywhere that I could see. Obviously you're still going to get your leaks and things coming sort of off the roof of your car and that sort of stuff, but the awning itself, no leaks whatsoever. It performed absolutely beautifully, which is kind of what you'd expect now for an awning, you know, of the 270 L-shaped variety. Righto, so first thing I'll bring up, and this is a bit of a stuff up from me as a consumer, I bought the L shape in the hopes of getting that little bit of extra shade at the front. Now, it's great, yes, it gives you the extra shade, but if you've got a dual cab, like me with a canopy or something on the back, probably don't go with the L shape. Yes, you get that extra little couple of feet of shade at the front, but I'll flick you around here so you can have a look. Up here, this is where my mounting points are. I've got it mounted to my roof rail, and the problem is you've got all of this extra now that's technically unsupported, so I have to run the legs off these two awning arms, because if I don't, this whole section here will bend and flex because the support is all the way back here, where my other support at the back on this rail, there's nearly no flex at all back here, and I don't have to run a leg off any of those arms. I don't have to run one off this one, but I just choose to usually put it down anyway. San Hima actually do have a model for dual cab utes, but it doesn't have the L off the front. It's just the normal 270 wraparound awning, and given my time again, I probably would have gone with that one rather than the L shape. So this one's got more to do with the material. Nothing exactly wrong with it. I haven't really had any dramas. I've never had water come through this thing, and the shade that it gives you is absolutely brilliant. However, and if I can get these flies off my head for like 2 seconds, there are a lot of friction points. So you can see that that's not actually a hole, that's just somewhere where the silver coating on the inside has sort of rubbed off, and I've got a fair few of those all over the place. There's another one there, another one there. Nothing, don't get me wrong, it's not a deal breaker by any means, just a couple of friction points where I've seen the material sort of starts to wear. But that being said, I still haven't had a drop of water through here, and the shade that it gives you is just unreal. So there's a lot of material there, and it can just rub. Righto, this one isn't anything that's actually gone wrong. This is just something that I think they might have left out. So you've got your tie down points here on all your arms, at the ends of your arms where your legs come down, but there's nothing in the middle to let, you know, to tie down and let water run off. That would be a really, really good little addition on the next model. A couple of little D-rings or something like that, just to tie down so you can run off your water. I've had a couple of times where water's pulled up on top, a little bit of sagging up here, nothing too major. Eventually it will actually, the awning will run the water off by itself, but yeah, when you're walking under it and there might just be a little bit of water sagging under there, you don't really want to look at it. So that's just one thing that they can probably add to the next model to make it a little bit better. Right, again, not a major one, but just the tie downs for the awning itself. They come with these buckles. I actually had one let go on me. I don't know if it was because of the sun, if it was deteriorated or what, but the plastic of the buckle actually snapped as I was tensioning it up. Instead of having the buckle, I reckon it'd be a way better idea to just have a D-ring that you could hook a quick little ratchet onto. Wouldn't have to be a ratchet, even a cam buckle strap would be perfect. I think it was this one here, the front one, that let go. So I actually had to pinch this piece off, I don't know, something else I had laying around the shed. If they just replaced those straps with D-rings and a cam buckle strap, I reckon that would be just a really small improvement, but one that would make a hell of a lot of difference. Righto, now for all the stuff that I love. So obviously, I've already mentioned it before, but the shade that this thing gives you is absolutely awesome. I walk outside of this awning and it feels like the temperature jumps about 7 or 8 degrees. Come back under here, because of this reflective sort of material, it actually reflects a lot of that heat away. So the shade that it gives you is absolutely awesome. And if you've got a bit of a breeze coming through, it just makes life so much cooler and nicer under the awning. As well as all the shade that you can see on this side, I'll spin you around here because there's even more around the corner. Like, I've got all of this as well to play with, all around the back of the ute. So I can access the rear of the ute, I can pull the whole drawer out, stand on the off side, and I'm still under the shade. So the area of protection that it gives you is just awesome. And then if I want to keep on going, I've got my big canopy door over this side. So I take one step and I'm back under the shade again, which is absolutely awesome. One of the other cool features of this awning is these arms. So the awning arms themselves all have voids up the center of them, and that's just to incorporate the swing away legs. So legs are in every one of the arms. So if you get some insane wind or some insane rain or something, you need a little bit more support on the ground, simply just drop your leg out, adjust it for whatever height you want, and then run it straight down to the ground and peg them down. Awesome little idea. I love having the legs integrated to the arms. That being said, I don't know what the trade-off would be, whether it'd be better to have the legs or the lights integrated to your arms, but let me know what you reckon in the comments. But guys, obviously I'd love to know what you reckon of the San Hima awning. This is sort of a longer term review after I've had it for nearly a year now. Let me know in the comments if you've got one of these things, or if you've seen one of these things out there in the wild. What's it like? What's it been like? How's it standing the test of time? So far, apart from a couple of little minor blemishes that mine's got, I've very much enjoyed having this thing. It's got a hell of a lot more use than our old awnings, rolling out and pulling the poles out and all that sort of stuff. This thing gets used pretty much any time I'm in a situation like this. Anytime that I go fishing or anytime we're camping somewhere, this is usually the first thing that comes out, just because it gives us so much shade and so much cover from the weather. But I hope this gave you a little bit of info. If it has, leave us a comment, hit the like button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date with all of these little updates and things that I've got.